What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XCN OnyxCoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Here we are at 00919 right now. We have not made the move up that we were looking for, and in fact, from a low to a high, we did not find support on the 618 and go to the 236. We're actually below it and have hit the 786, which is uncommon. Really, throughout this whole range, every time that we've seen this scenario where from a low to a high you bounce off your golden ratio, you do complete the thought up to the 236 or higher, or at least right around there. But we didn't even do that. So this is, I think there was one other instance besides this out of like 6 or 7 instances where it didn't happen. So we got number 2 on the way here. What's interesting about this though is that every time we've pushed down, anytime that we've seen these prices going to lower lows, there's no pickup in volume to the downside, right? Yes, there's a lot of volume here and it's red, but it's not picking up to the downside. It's picking up to the upside. We're wicking, right? People, there's some accumulation going on here. It makes me scratch my head, man. Like, are we going to go lower? Are we accumulating right now? Is it just some like immense selling that's happening and then the price reverts back and we're about to drop through the floor? Like, anything and everything in between is possible. I suppose the momentum has shifted to the downside if we're being real with ourselves on the fibs, rejecting the 0.5, coming back down to the golden ratio and finding resistance down here at the 7, or support at the 786, only to continue to find resistance at the golden ratio, does set you up for lower prices. Yes, it does. It really does. So 00792, 00725 should be considered targets, okay? Doesn't mean that we're going there. I want to be very clear here, right? It's still very possible that this could be our low. It just depends on what we do from here, okay? If and when we close below the 886, which is at 00874, if we close below the 886 on a 4-hour time frame or higher, I would think that validates the notion. It brings a lot of likelihood to the notion that we do see prices below 008. We probably see 00792 to 00725, somewhere in this area here, okay? If we close a 4-hour period or higher below 00874, okay? That's what would happen. Now, if we close one 4-hour candle below there and then the next one closes up, that was a fake out, psych, not happening, we're going to go up, you know what I mean? Or maybe we don't. Maybe this thing's just being incredibly volatile. But you do seem to be respecting this range more or less, this fib range here. It is a pretty insignificant fib range, so don't get me wrong, anything can happen. But as of now, I suppose the call is to go lower. How much lower is the question, though? How much lower really is the question? The 4-hour RSI isn't looking bullish at all, in my opinion. The 1-hour RSI gives me a little bit of hope with these higher lows. However, with this one, you moved straight up. With this one, you moved straight up. Here, you moved up, and now you're dilly-dallying, right? You didn't really move up as high, so that could be a sign different behavior begets different results. We might be moving down from here, and that's fine if we do. Let's see here. Man, I got this pain in my side. It's like I'm cramping up right now. I don't know what's happening. I had to like shift how I'm sitting because shift how I'm sitting. Say that 5 times fast without saying the S word. I had to shift how I'm sitting. That it even sounds bad as I'm saying it. We're at the 1618 here, bouncing off the 886, coming down. I mean, the only possible outcome for us to be saved in this kind of sense would be to hold this low. If we close below here, if we close below that 886, we're likely going to go down to the 1886200 area, which lines up pretty damn well with the 14141618 area, if I'm not mistaken. Low to high here. Yeah, 14141618. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if we went down there. At this point, I guess that's the call. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I think we should anticipate a lower low than this low. The land of the rising sun has forsaken us, and now that I've said that, we can pump, but probably not. I think that we will go down. Time will tell. We'll see how it goes. I am anticipating that any price below this low, however low it goes, maybe I'm wrong and it doesn't go as low as I'm thinking. Maybe it finds support right here. Whatever happens, whether it's right here, whether it's all the way down here, whatever happens, it's going to be a very rapid recovery. It's going to be an extremely rapid recovery. At least that's my expectation. Where we're going to go from there, man, I've really got it's hurting, man. I got like this cramp in my side. I don't know what's going on. It like hurts to breathe. Anyways, enough about that. I'm just going to tough it out. Who cares, man? If we're looking at this from a high to a low here, and we were to go down, if we go a little bit lower, where would it be? It's not really appropriate, would it be, to call? Let's just say the 1886 is where we go, okay? From this low to high here, the 1886 would be right here, okay? And if we go lower, these targets will be just a little bit lower. You know what? In fact, let's do that. Let's be more conservative. We'll put it at the 200 area there. The bounce, and this is inappropriate because we don't have the low yet, but the immediate bounce that we would see would likely take us all the way up to 1.15 cents, maybe all the way up to about 1.5 cents. There we go. That cramp went away. 1.5 cents could be the area. Somewhere between the 236 and the 382 is what I'm expecting. A move like this will obliterate the notion of this downtrend, right? We will clearly be breaking out of this downtrend here at the 236. Even more clear at the 382. I know that sounds crazy, you guys. I know it sounds insane to talk about a 57% pump to 100% pump, but if we just look back in time, it's actually not that insane. We've done stuff like this from the same areas, right? We have literally seen prices that went from around the area that I'm talking about all the way up to prices that were all at almost 5 cents in the matter of a week and a half. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't take long. And I'm not saying that it's going to take a week and a half this time to move all the way back up there, but I do anticipate that we'll have a rapid recovery, at least at first. I think that when we find this next low, rapid recovery, we'll probably consolidate, configure ourselves. There might be another low, a higher low of sorts, who knows? And we'll start to move up, higher lows, higher highs, you know, all the way through at key areas potentially. And then once we're up in this area here, once we're up in this zone here, that's whenever it's time to fly. And that could take the majority of April to get up to this zone. That could take sometime in May before we really start to fly. But if we were to start to fly at the earliest, I would think that it would be end of April that we see new all-time highs, if not early May. That's kind of the expectation. So we're coming to the end of this. It's the end is upon us. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I think if you've been buying in this area, you've really been killing it. And we're probably going to have an opportunity to buy even at a little bit lower. That's not me saying sell. I haven't sold a lick of XCN. I don't plan on selling any of it until we're above 20 cents. And even then, I'm not going to sell all of it, man. I'm just going to take a little bit of profits here and there. Maybe even some at 14 cents if I'm being fair with myself. You know, just a little bit. It's good practice to take profits. There's nothing wrong with that. But I fully anticipate that XCN, OnyxCoin will see prices well above 14 cents, probably even well above 20 cents. That's still my expectation. And whenever I say I'm taking profits, man, I'm talking about like little stuff. Like it's nothing significant, right? The significant profits will be at prices above 20 cents. At least that's what I'm planning. If you're not like me and you want to hold through the whole cycle, that's fine. I think that if you hold through, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you just wait and you want to avoid taxable events, if you just wait, you know, from a high to a low, I would expect that XCN does see prices above $1. So if you're thinking in your head, and rightfully so, well, it's at 26 cents and maybe it comes down from here, but why would I want to sell if I believe it goes to 82 cents or $1.80? Why would I want to mess that up? I've been holding it for over a year. Why would I want to mess up those long-term capital gains? And you're thinking smart. You're thinking like an investor, and I love that. Good job. There's nothing wrong with that, right? If you've endured this, the next top, the next high, whatever it is, you'll endure that, and then you will reap the rewards. You'll finally get there, probably at prices above $1.80. If I really had to guess, that's where I think we're destined by the end of the cycle. From here, just below a cent, that's about a 200x. Anything can happen. We don't have to break above $1, but if we get above 82 cents, I think we're not stopping until $1.80 or higher. $2 is a possible target. $2.42 is a possible target. If we take this high to low here, do we get anything from there? I don't think we go to 388, but hey, 90 cents might provide good resistance there. Wouldn't it be crazy, man, if we just flew all the way up to 82 cents? That'd be nuts. On this next move, I'd be euphoric. I probably wouldn't sell anything either. I would probably hold for 10 years to come after that, man. But no. Hopefully, I'll probably take profits a little bit earlier than that. I'll let you guys know anytime that I sell, anytime that I buy more, anytime I'm doing trades and stuff like that. I think we're coming up to that point in history for XCN, but a little bit more to go to the downside first. We're looking toward the upside a little bit right now because it is, from a time perspective, we're very, very close to this. I think Bitcoin just needs to have its final flush out, or maybe validate that this is the low. We'll see what happens. I think we're days away, man, moments away, less than 36 hours, probably less than 48 hours away from seeing this resolution happen, right? At this point, yeah, probably like 36 hours, I would think. 24, 36. Probably, yeah, probably about that. So less than 2 days away from seeing resolution. But it's possible, man. April 2nd, Bitcoin could keep dropping afterwards. It is possible. There's other stuff coming out. Maybe CPI data is not going to be that good next month. Maybe there's some other kind of economical key indicators that are printing negative results beyond just the tariffs and stuff like that. So time will tell. But I have a feeling that we're at the final moments, the final days, the final hours of this downtrend. And unfortunately for Justin Sun, we're going to have to tear our altars down. I'm not doing it yet. I'm still counting on you, Sonny boy. But if we go below 0082, I'm going to do what I have to do, my friend. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I guess the call as of now is 0079 to 00725. If on the off chance we do close a 4-hour period or higher above 1.0322 cents or 1.033 cents on the Coinbase chart, if we close a 4-hour period or higher above there, we might not actually go below this low, and in fact we might be up to 1.2 cents or higher in a very short amount of time. So time will tell. We'll see how it goes. But those are your target areas. I gave you the invalidation point. Until then, any little maneuver up is just a lower high until we close above this on a 4-hour or higher time frame. Until then, these are the targets 0079 to 00725, more specifically right around that 0076, 0075 area. I've got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.